Hello everyone, and welcome to the Chipmunk Digest, where we go acorns for the nuttiest news. Today is Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. On to our first story of the day. It is no secret that movie theaters have recently been on a slow decline. In the face of popular streaming services like Netflix, which promise the ease and convenience of watching movies from the comfort of your own home, it has been an uphill struggle for movie theaters to find ways to fill their seats. A few theaters have made attempts to attract more customers, enticing them with new features like ordering food delivered directly to your seat. However, some executives have instead eyed the recent Minecraft movie craze as inspiration for even more visionary ideas on how to attract customers. They have identified that the biggest advantage of movie theaters, which the success of the Minecraft movie relied on, was having a group audience. As a result, many are now floating ideas on how best to capitalize on this by maximizing audience interaction and participation. Some ideas currently on the forefront include having pauses in the movie to break into small discussion groups, having the movie on mute with the audience live voicing the movie, and even choose your own adventure live voting for the audience to determine the ending that they want to see. Now on to our second story of the day. Have you ever made the all too common mistake of putting too much salt on your food? After pouring what you think is the perfect amount, you take your first bite and are left with only regret. Yet you must bear the full consequences of your irreversible actions. You may not need to suffer for much longer. Scientists say that there may soon be a solution to this dilemma with a new invention known as anti-salt. This seasoning functions in much the same way as noise cancellation technology, formulated to perfectly counteract the salty properties of salt. In initial closed testing, anti-salt was shown to achieve some truly remarkable results, like making Pizza Hut actually edible. This new seasoning will soon be made available to the public, so be sure to watch for it on your local grocery shelves. Before we go to break, we have one more story to cover. An employee at our favorite tech company was trying to get a critical feature in, but found himself repeatedly delayed by multiple merge conflicts in a row. As he investigated the cause, he was shocked to discover that his company was in fact hiring adversarial employees, hired for the sole job of creating as many merge conflicts as possible. Now he is calling for a full-scale investigation into his company's shady practices, unhappy with both this incident and his prior accusation that we covered last week, when the company had waited until he left to bring out tiramisu. The company has declined to comment on either of these incidents. Now to a brief intermission in which we will leave you with a question to ponder before we return. What is the highest number that you've ever counted up to from 1? Welcome back to the Chipmunk Digest. Now on to our next segment. Do you have any upcoming trips that you have looked into renting a car for? If so, you may have come across a new option that many of these agencies are offering. Indeed, it seems that car rental agencies have taken a leaf out of the Las Vegas playbook, offering a mystery car option for the true gamblers of society. Unfortunately, the Digest has not been able to find anyone crazy enough to actually select this option, so we cannot report on its value. For our last story of the day, we have recently become aware of a new rival to us here at the Chipmunk Digest by the name of Cromartie High School announcements.
Good morning, Cromarties. Here are the announcements for today. The boys' basketball callouts are this Monday, April 21st in room 112. Any prospective freshman, sophomore, or junior that doesn't have the basket or the ball should see Coach James before the callouts. The Astronomy Club's field trip to the moon is this Wednesday, April 21st in the room 212 after school. Don't be late as the bus will leave at 4 p.m. sharp.
This comes as highly disturbing news to us at the Chipmunk Digest. Nonetheless, we will rise to this challenge and strive to continue bringing you only the highest quality news. We are always working to improve our production quality. In fact, in this edition, you may have noticed that we now show a live camera into our studio and have enough budget to have new clickbait titles and thumbnails. We are also proud to announce that we have hired a new employee by the name of Garfield Fan 123. She will be assisting in all of our endeavors, from script writing to news gathering to live interviewing. This brings the total employee count here at the Chipmunk Digest to a grand total of 2. By day, Garfield Fan 123 primarily works as a mental health researcher and is excited to bring joy to people through the Chipmunk Digest. Be sure to give a warm welcome to her. And with that, thank you for listening to today's Chipmunk Digest. We will be back next week with more of the nuttiest news.